I don't know how it goes. The old wide mouth media jingle. Give it the old 21 gun salute here.
Thank you, DFG.
Yeah. Hi everybody, I'm Big Booty Bodie. He's Ponox. Welcome back to Game 2 here between Argon 53 and the Saskwatches. We saw Game 1 going to Argon 53, and we're looking to get into Game 2 here right away.
Yeah, so we saw a very, very bloody Game 1 there. A lot of snowbally champions coming out of the side of Argon 53. And we saw a lot of frontline coming outside of Saskwatches, but they got so behind in the early game there that they were never able to scale up on those tanks and really got shut down there. So we might have to see how those play out here in the pick and ban phase here once again. Seeing very similar bans coming out from both teams here, identical to be honest.
Similar, even identical.
Yeah.
We'll have to see if I don't know if there was anything. Okay,
Same.
so keeping it the same here. They didn't even want to maybe just ban one of the project skins here just to disrupt the Skinergy.
Well, the thing is you ban one of the project skins, all of a sudden they're going to go to Blood Moon skins, and then you're really just you kind of messing yourself up. So we should put bets on which skin line they're going to go with at this point. Volibear being taken away from Steal the Light, really just banning out his entire jungle champion pool there. Steal the Light was kind of the last thing that was kind of holding them in the game.
It was really the bright spot there, as he really has been the whole season.
Yeah.
For the Sasquatches, really gonna, as they move into the off season here, really look to build around him and see if he can, kind of build his teammates up, right? Get on his level, work on their macro play a bit, and I think we could definitely see Sasquatches back here next season if they, really hit the old practice court in the off season.
Yeah, I mean they have shown a lot of potential. I mean the bot lane there, Subnoise and Frosty. I mean they do have a
Subnoise needs to expand his champion pool and play things other than Draven.
He does, but I mean we've shown that he does have some good mechanics in that bot lane there.
Yeah.
It's just they need to work on some of that, like you said, the macro play there. So we are going to see the Tristana locked in here for Caboose, as well as the Rengar actually going to be coming out in the jungle for Toast, one of his favorite champions.
That's a favorite of Toast. The Mordekaiser hover here for the Sasquatches, and could we see it?
It's probably not going to go into the 80 carry role. I mean, we have seen a lot of Mordekaiser in the solo lanes there, whether mid or top, more or less the top lane. You just kind of go in there and you rush a Rylai's Crystal Scepter, and then you just kind of take over the lane after that point. And, I mean, if you can get those early dragons, I mean, that's going to be a lot of tower pushing potential that you can kind of lock in for yourself there. So it's not the worst pick. It's just not something that's kind of been a fan of the meta that it's been in here. So might see a Xin Zhao lock in here actually.
Yeah, Steal the Light has played Xin Zhao
the
new Splash
Art though.
We can see a couple of other ones. I was just looking at them. Darius. Mm-hmm. There was another new one. I swear I was just looking at.
There's a lot of new Fiddlesticks.
No, I know, but I was looking at it like right now in this kind of champion.
New
grade.
Evelyn, new Fiddlesticks.
Oh yeah,
there was a new
Evelyn.
Warwick. So
is that new Kennen? Kennen looks
new Kennen. New Kennen was.
Yeah.
Wait, where's the Kennen? Show me.
Right there.
Oh wow, that looks great.
Yeah, they all looking pretty good. It will be the Xin Zhao Syndra locked in here for the Sasquatches, perhaps picking an order right now, something they have been known to do in the past. Unless we do see that Nautilus could go back down to Bod Frosty in support where he played it last game. Mm-hmm. So it'll be interesting to see where Argon 53 choose to go here. Definitely, with just Tristana on the Rengar, can't really predict what kind of team comp they're going for so far.
I mean, because Tristana has a couple options now as far as build paths go. I mean, you can still go with the traditional like IE Static Shiv or Phantom Dance or whatever you want to go, but you can also now go with that kind of the pseudo Kog'Maw build where you go with the Ginzus and you go with the Runin's Hurricane there, and you just kind of are that mobile turret that you like to go with there. We do see the Teemo and the Fizz lock in here.
Oh,
they're going with probably the most hated champions in the game. It looks like actually maybe that's the comp they're going with. Subnoise gonna be locking in the Draven for himself here yet again. He's not gonna have a fun game on that Draven right now. I mean the blinds coming out of Caboose.
Oh my god.
Or not out of Caboose specifically, but coming
whoever
out of the
plays
team.
Teemo.
It's probably gonna be.
It could be Teemo 80 carry.
It could be, but I wouldn't say so with the Tristana.
Neither would I.
It's probably gonna be a top lane.
You're probably
Teemo.
right.
Mid lane Fizz, we're going to see Jungle Rengar, what they're going to decide to round it out with. I mean, they could probably put in anything in support role, and Weeble's going to be able to play it.
Might as well just pick Shaco just to round out the comp of hated champions.
Yeah, I mean, nothing would make you rage more in the bot lane than a support Shaco. I mean, you try and follow the AD carry into the brush, and all of a sudden you're just getting turned around on by a bunch of
Weeblet,
boxes.
if you're listening, Shaco, please.
Yeah. But we are going to see potentially the Gnar locked in here for Frosty in the top, or not, Sub-Kit in the top lane there. A lot of potential with that champion. I mean, he is a little bit ranged, so he's going to have a little bit safer time, but I mean, into Teemo, I mean, he does depend a lot on those auto attacks to get that third auto proc, and if he can't get that, then I mean, he's going to lose some trades there at that point. I mean, he still does have a lot of slows with the Q built in there. What's going on?
Yeah.
I mean, Riven still does kind of feel the comp. A lot of people are not a fan of Riven.
Maybe it's support Teemo.
Which it definitely could be.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I was playing a game with Weeb with Weeb the other night where we played against the support Teemo, and it looks like it will be. Maybe he had some inspiration from that. That was a couple nights ago.
He was sitting there and you're like, Weeb, are you AFK? He's like, no, I'm just taking notes.
Yeah. he was like, this is a good idea. I'm gonna try this out to scale. He didn't actually say that, but yeah, that was
you heard the thought. Though.
He heard it. Yeah, it put the planted the seed in his head of the Teemo support, and looks like it has flourished here in week 7. Wow, jeez, what do you think about this team comp here, Daly?
The only thing that's worrying me a little bit is they're not going to be going with an exhaust, and not going exhaust into a Draven and a Xin Zhao. Very, very risky, because Xin Zhao, if he's able to get that Devourer stacked, which Steal the Light is probably the most proficient player on their team. We saw him get a lot of farm last game. He got a lot of kills, so if he's able to kind of get that same kind of lead, Xin Zhao's something that can snowball out of control, where Volibear falls off a little bit there. I mean, he's not going to be able to kind of keep up with the rest of the champions. Xin Zhao, however, though, is just going to spike farther and farther as he's going to be able to get those items, especially with the build the Ginzu, stuff like that. So, I mean, not going exhaust. Oh, Weeblet did switch at the last minute there. Maybe he was kind of tuning into the stream. But so Weeblet is going to go with the exhaust. So the entire rant I just had there out the window. But what are you going to do?
What are you going to do? Yeah, you know, like you're saying, about the Xin Zhao is definitely going to be a strong pick here for the Saskwatches.
Yeah, I feel like
definitely the kind of carry-oriented champion that Steal the Light likes to play.
It for sure is. I mean, just being able to get a lot of kills, you're going to be able to stack that very fast. I mean, they were kind of hoping to get some early dragons there. Now these could actually pan out there rather than just getting the generic dragon buff, being able to get some early stacks there. And they did pick up a couple Rift Heralds for themselves too. So, I mean, if they kind of go with the same kind of pathing there, they might be able to get some fast stacks here for Steal the Light. Get that sated pre-20 minutes. Fingers crossed here. Please, Riot. But, I mean, as far as the rest of the composition goes between them here, I mean, Riven is not a fun matchup for Gnar at all. I mean, if you get dove by the Riven in mini Gnar form, you can really abuse the rage cooldown there. So if he goes to Mega Gnar, don't trade. As soon as he goes to mini Gnar, just all in and kill him. And then that's basically how you play into Gnar. Gnar is so dependent on his rage bar there. So if you can kind of pay attention to that at all, I mean, if you play it a little bit safe when he's Mega Gnar, and then just kill him. Mini Gnar. And then you can really coordinate that, especially with something like Rengar that's going to have such a great gank potential post 6. So a lot of follow-up there from Nubinator in the top lane. They're going to be able to pump out a lot of damage and just blow up even like a tanky Gnar. But he's probably going to be going for that Black Cleaver first item, as most Gnars do, just to be able to get that 20% CDR. As soon as you max the Q, then at that point you're just going to be able to toss the boomerang out, catch it, toss it out, catch it. And then you're going to be able to farm proficiently that way, not having to trade with Nubinator head-to-head. So a little bit easier that way.
Yeah, gonna have to be really paying attention to that Gnar bar.
Yeah, gonna really pay attention. He's gonna be going full Gnar.
Yeah,
he's gonna be gnarly.
Nice, dude.
Thanks, bro.
Isn't gnarly is actually spelled with a G on the front, right?
It is.
Yeah,
it
just
is.
like Gnar the champion.
It is.
Look at that. Maybe that's where they got the name.
Probably pretty gnarly.
So what are you predicting here? Are you predicting an Argon 53 victory here in Game 2, Ponox?
I am, because once again, they do have champions that can get very, very out of control. I mean, Tristana, if she's getting an early lead there, she's going to be able to just crush down some turrets fast. Fizz, if he gets a little bit of a lead, again, he's going to be able to roam, get some kills in side lanes. And then Riven, I mean, if she even gets one kill in her favor into the lane there, you're just going to be oppressed. Gnar is not going to have a good time. It's not a nice matchup for him. So depending on how it plays out there, if Toast can apply the pressure into the right lanes, get these solo laners snowballing so they can rotate and collapse on the bot lane and get that rolling, and Tristana, I mean, it's going to play out for Argon 53, and that's exactly how they like to play the map. Is they like to get these carries rolling, and then they can kind of coordinate map-wise with how their advantage is playing out. So I feel like that's going to go very much in their favor.
Yeah, I'm gonna be inclined to agree with you. I believe in Steal the Light on this carry-oriented Xin Zhao, but I do not believe in the rest of the members of Saskwatches, unfortunately. For them, I think that Argon 53 are just going to be too hungry to make it into playoffs here as we get into champion loading right now. On blue side for game 2, we have got these Saskwatches. We've got Subkit playing Gnar. We have Steal the Light on the Warring Kingdom Xin Zhao, great skin. Mayhem 2012 on Syndra. Subnoise playing the Primetime Draven, and Bodfrosty again on Nautilus in the bot lane.
And on the red side, we are going to have Argon 53 with Nubinator in the top lane playing the Championship Riven. Toast in the jungle playing Rengar. Dark Creation playing Fizz in the mid lane. Caboose playing Tristana on AD carry. And Weeblet playing the little baby Badger Teemo on support.
There's a lot of great Teemo skins out there. Badger Teemo, not my favorite Teemo skin.
It's not. It's honestly probably one of my least favorite ones. There's a lot of better ones out there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the Astro Teemo.
Yeah.
There is
Cottontail
Teemo, and then the
Super Teemo.
Spec Ops or no.
Oh god.
I even own
Omega
this
Squad.
Omega Squad Teemo. Yeah,
Omega Squad.
that is the Teemo skin. I honestly I'll never play with another Teemo skin in my life.
I alternate between Cottontail and Panda. Because those are the two that I own.
I appreciate any of the skins that they actually changed the mushroom on, because with the Cottontail one, they're little Easter eggs. Yeah, and then with the Panda one, it's
the rice cake triangle thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, so any of those that they changed, that took the effort to change the mushroom on, I can appreciate any of those skins. Badger Teemo, not happen to be one of those ones. A little disappointed in Weeblet, honestly. But we're gonna have to see how that pans out.
He's just not a Teemo main like the two of us.
Exactly. I mean, we have a lot of experience between the two of us. Probably like 5 games worth of Teemo. So it's pretty strong. And Twitch chat, Elf Teemo is the worst one. Badger Teemo is better than. Badger Teemo is better than Elf Teemo. That splash art tilts me. As soon as I see it, I just instantly mad. I just can't handle it. Dark Creation, though, going to be trying to start off here. The Syndra might have a little bit of a advantage early on there in the matchup, just because she's able to harass from the range there, and Fizz kind of has to go in. But as soon as he has that level 3 mark, I feel like he might have a pretty good time. Even level 2. Gonna see with the level 1.
Going in on the who needs level 2 or 3 when you can have level 1. Starting the troll pull, the playful trickster there is Dark Creation on that Fizz. Another very annoying champion in the mid lane there. It will be interesting. There's a champion I don't think we have seen him play yet. So we'll have to see how that goes for him in the mid lane.
Yeah, new champion for him, busting out here. But something to kind of note with the Syndra pick is she plays very similar to the way like an Orianna or an Azir would, where you play around not her, but what she's putting on the map. Subnoise taking another bomb to him there, but they're going to land the
depth charge going in here onto Weeblet, but he just...
Not depth charge.
Oh, shit, what did I say? Oh, Dredgeline.
Dredgeline.
I meant Dredgeline, not depth charge. Wrong Nautilus ability here onto Weeblet. But he's just, shooting shooting darts through that bamboo pole. As that Dredgeline got it that time, it goes wide, and Weeblet just gets on the edge of that bush, but Bodfrosty walks right over him. The Teemo passive keeping him stealth, but I feel like Bodfrosty probably figures that he's there.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, takes out, busts out the Riptides and exposes him, as Mayhem 2012 actually appears to be very low. Dark Creation gonna bait them into toast as they turn around with the flash, picking up first blood, and can they get second blood as well onto Steal the Light?
The troll pole is available real soon.
Troll pole not gonna get up in time, not able to raise his pole in time. There was Dark Creation as Steal the Light picks up that kill, but Toast is gonna want to finish it off here with a little jungle on jungle action as he lands the bola and picks up that kill, just toasting Steal the Light, trading kills back and forth in that mid lane.
So there's going to be a kill picked up for the jungle and the mid laner, respectively, on the side of Argon 53. A nice little lead there for the Fizz. Nice Dredgeline
landing onto Weeblet yet again. If there's anything, we can say, as much as, Saskwatches, some of these memories, not as strong. Bodfrosty knows how to play Nautilus. The guy lands his Dredgelines.
Yeah, I mean, it is a very effective support. I mean, it offers a lot. You're bringing a lot to the table with that point-and-click CC, with the, the pull into your team there. I mean, it's a little more effective than a Thresh Hook, where you have to kind of pull yourself there. You kind of meet halfway with Nautilus there, so little nice there. And, I mean, a squishy support like Teemo could get blown up, you know, in the later parts of this game once Draven's got himself a BF sword, something like that. But as I was saying about Syndra there a little bit earlier there, she plays very similar to the Azir there in the way that you can play around her orbs that she's going to be popping down, as we do see Dark Creation doing right now, and chunking her out extremely. And so as soon as that troll pulls up, I feel like he's just going to all in and get the kill again here. But yeah, because as soon as she puts, you see the animation for the orb starting, go on troll pull, and then all in. Do as much damage as you possibly can. But we do see some action here coming in. Steal the Light is going to try and get the gank off there. Going to use the dash. Heal coming out from Caboose, though. The exhaust being followed up by Frosty. They're going to have to go under tower there. We do see the grasp popping and not going to be able to pull up the kill there. And some summoners blown from Caboose, both of them. And not a kill to either side, but that is definitely a lot of pressure. We do see Toast making his way bot lane, though.
Hops on to Steal the Light there from the bush. More jungle on jungle action here, my favorite. And there he goes, picking up that kill. Weeblet actually going to get some assist credit on that as well. But another Dredge Line lands on a Weeblet here. Now he might be in trouble. Run, little Teemo. Toast still present, though. And not going to follow up is the bot lane there of Saskwatches. Now, this top lane, Nubinator, you know, hasn't picked up any kills yet onto Subkid. Subkid having a bit of a better time in this top lane than he did last game.
Yeah, I mean, as an R, just having that range is going to be huge, but I mean, still not a good matchup for him there, as you still do see around a 14 CS discrepancy just in Nubinator's favor there. And I mean, Riven, for the most part, I mean, not having it to deal with any resource issues. I mean, Gnar is kind of the same in that respect, but just such low cooldowns on Riven, especially early on there, being able to follow that up. But we're going to see the all in here.
The Fizzle going to go in here, and that's all he needed. I did not think that was going to be enough, but it is. As Steal the Light going to try and follow up on that if he can. But here comes Gnar, going to go into the top lane. We've got two 1v1s going on at the same time. Who will come out on top? These two guys just going to sit there and auto each other, use some abilities, and Dark Creation is going to come out on top with the outplay on to Steal the Light. Can someone say SKL top 5 plays of the week? Because I think we might be seeing that one in there, Pawnox.
Dark Creation, I did not think he was going to be able to pop that out. I thought they were going to see the third auto there from the Zinzal, going to pop him up there and kind of delay any of that, but was able to kind of get just the right amount of damage to pop you know, everything at that point. So it kind of worked out perfectly there. So 3-1-1. A nice little advantage here we see coming out for Dark Creation in the mid lane. And his Ignite is back up. So, I mean, it looks like he might look for a Tilly here into Mayhem once he kind of gets back into the lane, as you do have that early advantage. He's working towards that Abyssal Scepter first item there. Not a bad pickup for himself. Going to be having that... Blasting Wand is going to put out a decent amount of early damage, especially into something as squishy and immobile as a Syndra. So... nothing to shake a stick at there in the mid lane, so Mayhem, you have to play pretty safe here, as we do see the orb popping out there. Going to try and go for the all-in.
Troll pulls in on a Mayhem 2012. Toast hops in from the side lanes, and that is going to be yet another kill going to Dark Creation. See a Mayhem, as he is, you know, playing the role of Subkit from last game, just getting absolutely pooped all over, sitting at 3 deaths already.
Yeah, and I mean, it's only 7 minutes and 30 seconds into the game there and already dying 3 times. It's not going to be spelling out, especially something that's as snowbally as Fizz. And as soon as he starts to roam to the bot side, I mean, Subnoise and the rest of the map are going to start feeling this advantage that they've accumulated here. And we are going to see Toast pick up the Rift Herald for himself. Then they might going to try and follow up here. Subkick able to land the slow, though. So they're just going to, you know, take the pink ward and a consolation prize there.
Hey, not bad. 30 gold.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not a kill, but still something in your pocket regardless. And sitting on that Rift Herald buff, going into the Riven too, is going to be pretty hurtful towards Gnar there, as he's already having trouble laning against her there. 57 to 29 CS. So slowly pushing that further and further. We saw 14 gold lead before, but Dark Creation.
Shark! Says Dark Creation, as Mayhem 2012 could be going down yet again. Actually, good directional flash there. Baited and outsmarted there. But I don't think it's going to be enough, as the flash in from Dark Creation to finish up that kill. Said, you're not outsmarting me, and picks that up. As he's trading in the bot lane, as Caboose gets exhausted, forced to rocket jump out, and now Weeblet's going to need to move quickly into the bush here and get out as well.
I really like the cosplay. I mean, you're really in character there. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Shark! Back to the briny beach. We need silky mittens here.
The Scouts Code, or that's my Teemo. That's what it is, yeah. Code. But the Scouts Code going in here, as Bod Frosty gets absolutely locked up. The exhaust onto Subnoise, and the kill actually being turned around here. The double TPs here. Mayhem 2012 comes down. I mean, the double TP didn't come down, but they have the double TP team comp. as Toast going to need to be careful as Bod Frosty lands the Dredge Light onto the wall instead of the Toast.
Turn it, man.
And he pops in on Mayhem 2012, but now he's just going to run away. He knew he could, turn around and pick that one up. Weeblet needs to be careful as well here, but Toast forces the flash out of Sunways, but he might have been in too deep like some 41 here. As will he go down? A couple axes should do it. And he gets the kill on a Bod Frosty, but then Sunways turns it around, and Weeblet just gonna scuttle out of there.
Scuttle out of there. Good verb.
Thanks,
Flash
dude.
already, though. Gonna go for the all-in on a Subkit there. Gotta be very careful.
Hello. Not able to finish up the kill on the Subkit, but, keeping track of that Narbar as it was at, the Narbar was very flaccid there. So Nubinator saw his opportunity for the kill.
Yeah, the Wind Slash not getting the execute that he was looking for at that point. Still doing a substantial amount of damage, though, and still going to go for another all-in here.
Says, I'll go right past the tower, and Subkit flashes back the other way. I don't know if it's going to be enough here. And, yeah, he will go down. Dark Creation picked up a kill onto Seal the Light elsewhere as well. Mayhem 2012 might be able to clean up the... Nope.
Riven, a little bit squirmy herself, not really able to lock that down too easily. Mayhem gonna have to, just take the wave as a consolation prize on that top side there. Toast gonna pick up his own red buff here, as they are just gonna be kind of resetting themselves here. Dark Creation pushing out that mid lane, getting him his own little CS discrepancy there. We see over 30 CS now in the favor of Dark Creation in this Fizz.
That's a lot.
Already got the Abyssal Scepter finished up there, so that is a nice little power spike that we're going to see for him here.
I mean, when your opposing laner has 5 deaths.
Yeah, it's not spelling out a good start here for Saskwatches. The only saving grace here is the bot lane, where 101 Draven with a little CS discrepancy too. But
Dark Creation gonna go to Mayhem 2012. Playful Trickster's in here. Can he pick up the kill? He can, and just gonna back off now. The Bola not gonna land from Toast here. They could look for the 2v1. Nope, just not gonna take it. Take that 1 kill. 6 deaths now for Mayhem 2012. And that's hurting. That's a hurting unit right there.
Yeah, and I mean the unfortunate thing is at one point he did pick up the kill, but they're gonna go for the dive.
Yeah, Subkit, see ya, as they do eventually pick up the 2v1 there and are gonna go onto the tower now. But in response, Sasquatch is gonna pick up the first dragon.
It's nice onto the Zinzao, but he actually does. He's not going the Devourer, it looks like, because he didn't pick that up. He just went for the Caldinger.
Ooh, they're going to go in, but Caboose just rocket jumps out, but not before taking actually a decent amount of damage, but is able to get out. It's good. It's good. It's good that that Sasquatch just picked up the dragon there. They didn't let those two guys, let the Mayhem and Subkit go down for nothing. But it's good. But I just don't. This game isn't going to go long enough for the dragon stacking to matter. Jeez, I feel bad for me. I just feel bad for Mayhem at this point.
Yeah.
I just don't even know what to say anymore.
We do see Majai's actually picked up here for Dark Creation in the mid lane too. Already got 14 stacks on that bad boy.
Oh, Caboose has got to be careful as he might actually go down here. The depth charge there, almost picking up. Weeblet laying down some shrooms though, and Subnoise, the Whirling Death, gonna pick up that kill. Dark Creation gonna pick up yet another kill for himself. Why didn't this guy play Fizz sooner? We're seeing he has more of a champion pool than just.
Maybe they're just keeping the cards close to their chest. It seemed like.
True, yeah. Well, but if you're keeping them close to your chest, why bring it out now before playoffs? I don't think they needed to bring it out to win this game.
Just wanted to show off, maybe flex on them. This is the League of Legends equivalent of dabbing on them right now.
Playing Teemo support.
Yeah. So we are going to see a Rift Herald picked up here for Nubinator. Probably going to hand that one over to Toast actually in the jungle role, so he's gonna be able to get that. Gonna be the roaming lane buffer as he's gonna be able to walk around there. 5-1-1 right now on himself, so not doing too bad there. We also do see Steal the Light is 1-5, so not a great start there. But
Megadar though gonna get caught out by 2 members, but the ult into the wall, can it be enough? They pick up 1 kill onto Nubinator. Steal the Light picking that one up. Can they get another one in that top lane? There's a fight going on in the bot lane as well here. The Shark gonna finish up the kill onto Bod Frosty. The double solo kill right now for Dark Creation. But can these 2 members of Sasquatches? Yes, they can. They pick up the kill on to Toast, but Dark Creation picks himself yet another kill in the bot lane onto Mayhem. And then Subkit going down as well in the tail end of that fight in the top lane to our boy Toast.
Alright, so that is a 25 stacked Majai's right now, and he's going to be going with the Sheen as well as he's going to be going with Lucidity Boots. So he's going to be trying to get as much CDR as he possibly can there, so he's going to be able to use the Troll Pole as much as he can, and then going with that 25 stacked Majai's, and then going with the Sheen, he's going to be working towards that Lich Bane, so he's going to be able to just 100% burst out any target that kind of looks his way. So very, very strong Fizz coming into this game. Very slippery, hard to lock
12-1
down.
and 2.
Yeah. So I mean, it's tough to say. And yeah, we did see that the Syndra did pick up a kill earlier on there, so it's not even that her bounty was super, super low, because it did reset at that one point. So that was a lot of gold going into the favor of the Fizz at that point. So we do see already almost a 10,000 gold lead here at 14 minutes. Dark Creation going to just take that red buff, or that blue buff for himself here, get himself even a little bit more CDR, a little more mana regen there, so he's able to get even more kills into his pockets there. Pretty selfish guy, not sharing those whatsoever. And Nubinator now going to be moving towards the mid lane, down with the top lane, realizing there's nothing left for him there besides tower dives, which, as we saw there, didn't pan out too well for him and Toast as they did try and follow that up. But Dark Creation going to go for the all-in on
Gonna use
Frosty.
the ult on the bot Frosty. And
Later.
man, you know, for someone who's supposed to be tanky,
Not at all.
no, goes
Still
down
very early on.
very quickly. Yeah, still too early. And Dark Creation just really can pick any member of Saskwatches right now, put the ult on them, and solo them easily.
Yeah, and I guess another thing to take a look at here, actually, is the Ginzu's Rage Blade from Tristana right now. So she is going to be going for that mobile turret kind of build there, where she's going to be building the Ruinous Hurricane after that.
Hey, you gotta,
Mayhem.
they gotta finish this game quickly. We gotta get home by 9 o'clock for a Survivor.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have a lot of time left if they're going to try and make it home in time for Survivor and Supper.
I think we'll make it in time, hopefully, the way this game is going, but not if Steal the Light and Subkid have anything to say about
His
it.
stacks!
Dark Creation able to, oh, why did he not fully Playful Trickster out?
His stacks! No!
Why is he still going? Oh my gosh! Oh, and he does it! Oh, that was so stressful.
Dark Creation, I was just so worried, like, nothing would tilt him more.
I just wanted him to Playful Trickster out, but he kept on going back in.
He's definitely playing with death at that point. I mean, very, very risky player, as we see Caboose getting locked mid. Jump there, almost killing out Subnoise there. They're going to just maybe turn on Frosty here. We do have that Ginzu's fully stacked up, doing the AoE damage. So they're going to have to be very careful, going to be able to push down towers very, very fast so they can get the waves on their side. They may have that very well soon. So going to have to see here Caboose pushing that wave out once again there. So just looking at that, now they do have the lead actually back into Caboose's favor CS-wise. And Draven does have the IE finished up. So a nice little power spike for him. But I mean, Caboose is working towards that attack speed, which is going to help him out, and Tristana as a champion out as a whole. They might try and catch out, steal the light here actually at his red buff. They do have a warden now, so they see it here, and they're going to maybe turn on it here.
But Frosty walks right over the shroom there, gets slowed down and does some damage, but he dredge lines Weeblet, the TP coming in, but they get knocked back, and that's... Oh, who's it going to go on to Subkid? Holy shit. Oh my gosh.
Come on, that's 1v5, baby.
Oh my god, Dark Creation.
Yeah, that's their tank Gnar that he just did that to. That shark by itself. Playful Trickster! Playful Trickster!
Oh! He goes down finally. But you know, not without the help of it. It took a 1v5 and the tower to finally take down Dark Creation. He did like 7/8 of Subkid's health with that shark.
It's a great fraction and a very accurate one at that with the amount of damage.
It was more than 3/4. It was 7/8.
Yeah, that was he did a lot there.
The Whirling Death goes in to clear the wave here, and
able to pick it up,
not gonna save the tower there as that goes down. No inhib though, no inhibs yet at all actually for Argon 53 at 18 minutes. So this game, it's a little bit out of hand, but you know there's no super minions pushing yet, so Saskwatches can still play out of the map. They're not worrying about their base yet, so they at least have that in their favor at this point. But I feel like it's really only a matter of time.
Seeing the damage that this Fizz is pumping out makes me really happy they actually took Sword of the Occult out of the game. That was the AD carry version of that item, and I mean, not fun if your laner got a little bit ahead there.
It's fun to watch.
It's fun to watch, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can see some of our reactions here. Dark Creation maybe going to go look for the plays yet again. Playful Trickster
tries to go in here. Who will pick up the dragon? It does go over to Saskwatches, but at what cost here? Nubinator getting just slammed and banged up against the wall here by the Saskwatches. They pick up 1 kill, but 3 going back the other way here. It's going to be the flash coming out from Toast there. And Dark Creation goes in, picks up 2 more kills for himself. The triple kill. Didn't even need the shark that time. The Quadra didn't even really need the shark that time. No Penta, but it is the ace. 20 kills out of 32 for Dark Creation right now.
Yeah, so I mean,
by 20 kills before 20 minutes.
20 kills before 20 minutes. I mean, that is definitely a testament to the lead that they've established for themselves here. 43,000 gold to 26,000 right now, so almost getting that 20,000 gold lead right now. I mean, you might think that, oh, why haven't they kind of closed it out? Because at this point, really, the only thing they have as far as siege goes is
Tristana.
Yeah, Tristana. Now that he's finished up the Lich Bane, though, so they should be able to take it down a little bit easier. But if they don't have kind of more than a couple members there, then they're going to take those towers a little bit slower than they might like. But, I mean, they also haven't been focusing too much on the objectives there. They've been focusing on mainly just kind of cleaning up some kills here and there, taking some fun fights, just having a good time, it looks like. And they're actually going to be trying to maybe focus around the Baron here, as it is going to be spawning and right now. So Weeblet going to be soloing the blue buff for himself.
I love it.
Weeblet going, he's like, "Oof, look at me. Look at me.
I'm the 80 carry now.
Yeah. So they're going to be taking up this Baron right now. Weeblet going to have to be careful that he's not going to die to it or get executed. Dark Creation on the other side of the map, though, might try and just kind of run him for a loop here and get himself some kills, waiting for the exhaust to wear off here. You're going to have to be very careful.
And Bud Frosty has to run away from it. Actually, the shark didn't do as much damage as it has in the past. So Dark Creation going to playful Trickster out here. Caboose is there, though. The rest of this team has showed up. Nubinator looking to go for the back line. And they do pick up the kill onto him. Steal the Light picking that one up. And they kind of just a bit of a scattered engage there for Argon 53. Allowing a kill over to Steal the Light. And, this is kind of what we saw from Argon 53 last game. They got themselves kind of a huge lead. And then they just kind of started sandbagging a little bit in the mid game.
They got a little sloppy.
Yeah, kind of just started dicking around a little bit, and then they let Saskwatches pick up some kills. They might be picking up some more here. So there's a huge Gnar ult into the wall here, but Dark Creation takes him out, and the reset's coming in now for Caboose here. He's got his eyes set on Subnoise now. Primetime Draven about to be taken off the air by Caboose, and he goes down. And could this be game here, Pawnox?
Yeah, I'd say almost certainly.
Toast just says, screw the inhib towers. We're going for a game. I know for a fact that's Weeblet making that call, saying, guys, push, go for the win. The Shark going in on a Steal the Light. That's an ace, everybody. And I think that's a game as well here for Argon 53. Later, Saskwatches. Thanks for playing. They're on to the Nexus here. Can they turn it around, though?
No.
Nope. No, they cannot. Whirling Death comes out. It's only a matter of time here. Weeblet has a sliver of life. He's got to be careful. Got to preserve that KDA on Timo.
Later. Holy moly.
Yeah,
holy moly.
25 kills for Dark Creation.
25 kills, 25 stacks. That is the way to play your AP carries there. Triple kill there at the very end. And that is going to be the game for Argon 53. Dark Creation showing up for sure.
I am flabbergasted.
Yeah.
By his fizz play.
I mean, granted, again, not to knock on Saskwatches, but they are the last place team in the league right now. So, I mean, you can't take too much away from this game.
No.
I mean, obviously, Dark Creation played very, very well.
Yeah.
Knew the ins and outs of Fizz, knowing which fights to take and which ones he can't. Only going down twice in that game, 25-2-7 for himself there. Yeah, and we saw him 100-0 that full tank Gnar with just like his alt and Q. So, I mean, basically playing Vygar at that point.
Yeah.
So,
but for Argon 53, like you said, this is the last place team, but a good confidence booster for them nonetheless. Mm-hmm. Going into playoffs, they're like we said, they're going to be in a dogfight for those last couple spots with Fellowship, with ADP, with RDS, with Lunatic Peace. It's going to be a real race to see who can qualify for those last two spots. And of course, those two spots will not be determined until next week, until we have Lunatic Peace make up their games, the games that Anixia Esports originally played. So we won't know everything until next week, but we have another game tomorrow night with playoff implications. We've got Fellowship of the Nerds facing off against Revolution Death Squad, which is going to be, I think, a very competitive series.
Yeah, Fellowship of the Nerds. They really needing to pull out the win here, but RDS, they absolutely need it too. So whichever way this one goes, this could be detrimental to where they're going to be placing at the end of the season here. So, everything's on the line now. It's do or die at this point. So, both these teams going to be leaving it all out on the Rift here as we are going to be closing out the season soon here. So,
I guess we got to say, thank you, and just well played season to the Saskwatches.
Yeah,
I know they came in, they made it in through a tiebreaker, came through that adversity. Unfortunately, like you said, they had a lot of individually skilled players. Steal the Light, Bod Frosty, but it was just kind of their macro play, their map awareness just didn't live up to the rest of the teams here in SKL, and I think that really hindered them. But I hope we see them back next season, because I think if they can kind of work on that throughout the off season, I think if their macro game catches up with their individual skills, I think they could definitely be a team to reckon with in future seasons.
Yeah, because mechanics are something that's hard to improve on, but game knowledge is something you can always just look into.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That's absolutely something that's easy to improve, and I feel like that's kind of what they just need to work on, and they absolutely can. So yeah, very much hope to see them back here again next season.
Big thank you to them, and So that's all we've got for you tonight, folks. A big shout out to our sponsors, Mana Bar YXE, Saskatoon's premier esport coming soon. Saskatoon's premier esports bar coming soon to a Saskatoon near you. They will not steal your mail. Hit them up on Facebook, other various forms of social media. Swipe right on them on Tinder. All of those good things.
And we also do have a beer night coming up soon here, guys. It's going to be on May 7th at the Hose and Hydrant. So make sure you guys pick up your tickets as soon as you can.
Did someone say tickets?
Did someone say tickets? So if you guys are looking for tickets, they are on our website, as well as if you just want to contact one of the admins, you can add us on League, you can add us on Twitter, you can add us on
You can
Facebook.
swipe right on us on Tinder.
Absolutely. Like any way that you want to get in contact with us, we will hook you up with some tickets. So do your best there. Like I said, you can get them through us, through our website, anything like that. So.
And if you get one of these tickets, make sure you scan the QR code for a fun surprise.
Yes, they are operational QR codes. These are not just dummy ones to make it look cool. So make sure you guys check those out. But anyways, guys, I think that is going to wrap it up for us here at SKL.
Big thank you to Skillos, our swamp thing behind the scenes.
Yeah.
As always, running our camera, all those other cool things that have to go on behind the scenes that you guys see it, but you don't really understand how much
Do you
work.
even believe it?
Yeah, you don't really understand how much work goes into all of it. That's all Skillos. So big thank you to them as well.
Yeah, so anyways, guys, that is going to wrap it up for us here tonight. I have been Bailey Ponnox Dietrich, accompanied by the ever lovely Kevin Big Booty Bodie.
That's is that what I guess that's technically what I go
That's
with.
so kawaii.
Kevin Big Booty. So kawaii. Notice me, senpai.
Anyways, guys, make sure you check out the games tomorrow night. It's going to be Fellowship of the Nerds and Revolution Death Squad. So we'll see you then.